Welcome back, everybody, to the Fit and Nerdy channel for update log. I believe this is 2 out of 6, but well, technically 2 out of 6. But anyway, first off, I want to start out with I'm not a doctor, and this is not medical advice. This is for educational purposes, informational purposes. That's the reason I'm doing this log that for HCG for post-finasteride syndrome. For those of you who are more new to the channel, um, since about late June, I've been injecting myself with 250 milligrams of HCG Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And in order to combat something called post-finasteride syndrome, there's been some people that this has helped. And, I've tried every natural way of raising my testosterone that I can really think of. I mean, I exercise regularly. There's I take a supplement like boron. I take magnesium. I take zinc. I take I try and do what I can to try and get my testosterone up naturally as much as I can. But even with my test levels being around 600, I've still had a lot of erectile dysfunction issues, which is a very common problem associated with taking finasteride, which I have taken. So, that's the backstory. That's kind of where why I do this. My case of post-finasteride syndrome is relatively minor. I've heard people that can't get an erection at all, whereas I could get one, but maintaining was very difficult. So, I don't know if the degree of your post-finasteride syndrome will determine whether HCG works or it doesn't work. I couldn't tell you. I don't know necessarily the mechanism. I know there's people that are trying to study this, but I haven't seen any more recent research to indicate, the actual mechanism for why it's not working. But I know that there's a lot of research going into this, and as I find it, I'll definitely share it. But in any event, um, uh, the other thing I would advise is that if you are going to do this, if you're watching this for educational purposes, you want to try this, I would highly recommend getting blood work before you've done anything to get a baseline of where you're at, and then from there, keep under a doctor's supervision and continue to get blood work throughout because it's going to change. Um, uh, I'm going to get more blood work myself probably in a few weeks. And my blood work showed that, about mid July, early August, I can't quite remember exactly when I got the blood work done. My testosterone had gone up about 15-20%. My estrogen had gone up a bit, and then I was starting to exhibit some gyno symptoms, like I was starting to get nipple sensitivity and things such as that. So I started to take something called a selective estrogen receptor modulator, or a SERM, called Clomid, and I was also taking a little bit of raloxifene because in general, raloxifene is seen to be the best at combating gyno symptoms, but it was causing a lot of side effects from the sexual side. It was kind of making me regress a bit. So then I have switched over to doing 25 milligrams of Clomid every day. But taking a SERM also, can screw up your estrogen pathways and increase your estrogen while also blocking your estrogen receptors. So I'm gonna try switching up my dose from the 250 IU's Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I'm going to try because some people have had better luck with a larger dose twice a week. So I'm going to try Monday and Thursday I'm going to try starting out at 400, see how that works out, and then I'm going to try and drop my dose of Clomid and see if it reduces my symptoms, and then therefore I can get rid of some of the sexual side effects that come with taking things like Clomid, because it definitely has. Like, I was doing really good, but then the estrogenic side effects started coming in, and I started taking the SERM, and then it kind of has maybe plateau. So I'm going to try and get off of them as much as I can to see if I can, keep things going in the positive direction. that's kind of what's happened from the erection and sexual side of it uh, over the course of the last month and a half. Um, and oh, I also wanted to apologize for this being a long time in between videos. I got COVID, and then I've been dealing with some issues with my home. I've been rather distracted and haven't had a chance to really uh, work on my video blog as much as I would like, or stream. But now that I'm back, back home where I have a solid cable connection, I can hopefully do be a little bit better about doing my updates more regularly. I know that was in the middle of the video, but it is what it is. Uh, the so that's like where I'm at from sexually, how I'm doing, where my protocol is going. So it's going to be, as I said, 400 milligrams Monday and Thursday, or 400. I use not 400 milligrams, man, 400 milligrams of HCG. Yeah, that's a lot. I would not recommend that. Um, uh, and then the other thing I have an update for. So I will say my muscle mass has definitely increased. Probably because my testosterone is higher. And so, as a natural product, I can train more. My recovery has gotten a bit better than it has been for a long time. As I don't know if that was from standard aging or because my testosterone's been low. I don't know which, but my training has been getting better. I've been getting stronger. I'm getting close to where I was pre-COVID, and I don't feel like I'm slowing down at all. If anything, I'm continuing to get stronger. So, and then to give you an instance of like what I'm talking about. So pre-COVID, my deadlift was around 520 pounds, squat was around 530, and my bench was around 345. Those are all 1 rep maxes. Um, and right now, my deadlift, I just pulled 420 for 7. So that puts me somewhere close to around 500. I think I haven't calculated it out, but I'm getting close to that. Squat's been a little bit slower because I've been dealing with so I have compressed discs in my back, or bulging discs. So I'm trying to prevent making my back worse. So I've been trying to keep the like squatting is probably one of the worst things I would think, because of just the load on your body. So I'm not going as heavy on that, and then my bench is probably somewhere around 270, 280 right now. So, and like again, like it's coming back much faster than it has before. And as I said, I have more muscle mass in my shoulders, like more than I've ever had in my life. My back blew up. It's never been this much muscle definition and this much muscle in general. I will say my weight, um, my weight's not where I want it to be, but it's I'm gonna try and do a cut now to try and bring myself down to around the 230, into the 230, maybe high 220 range. Right now, I'm sitting in around 240 to 245 on any given day, but I definitely want to get that down 15 pounds, 20 pounds if I can, so then I can be a little bit leaner and meaner, and also hopefully make that estrogen to testosterone ratio be a little bit more favorable. Yeah, I mean, I'm not like morbidly obese or anything. I can even show you. Yeah, I don't think you've all seen my body. You've only seen my head for the most part. But you know, if you look, I do have some mass. Let me see if we can get a better angle. Yeah, like you know, I'm not like, oh, let me. Oh. So I'm not like overly like heavy or anything like that, but I do have some fat to lose. In any event, Um, so it's like that's where I'm at, and I'm going to try and get a little bit leaner, a little bit meaner, um, just in general, because also just from an athletic performance standpoint, uh, being over 240 pounds is not good, and it definitely slows you down, increases wear and tear on all your joints and stuff. So, I'm going to try and get my weight down. But overall, like I will say, I feel better. Like I feel like mentally, I feel better. Physically, I feel better, less pains, everything like that. again, I think the only thing is I'm having the sexual side effects because I'm taking the Clomid, because that's when I really started to regress, is when I started taking the SERMs. So I'm going to try and get them down as low as I can while still preventing having gyno symptoms. So yeah, that's about all I have for an update for y'all's. If you have any questions, if you're interested in some, like, just thinking of some topic ideas, if you would want me to do like a video on how I do my injections or anything like that, or if you have any topic ideas, definitely throw them down in the comments. I'm always open to suggestions, which y'all want, because I'm trying to, build an audience and also try and help people out at the same time, while also not overstepping my bounds in terms of expertise. Because as I said, I am not a doctor, but I'm trying to spread my experience so then people can make a decision for themselves whether this is something they want to attempt. Uh, Thank you so much for coming by. If you like what you heard, please hit the subscribe button below, hit the bell button, so then you know when I put out new videos. And I will be on my Twitch and potentially also streaming to YouTube as well, some of my gaming and things like that. So yeah, hit me up on all those, and thank you for watching.